Welcome back to A Better Life. I'm your host, Hank Kennigan. And as we talked about in the first session is Rick Ward, State Senator from here in Louisiana, from Port Allen.
That's right.
And Rick talked to us about the infrastructure in the House Bill 578. How is that affecting the infrastructure, economic development in the state of Louisiana? Talk about that, Rick.
Yeah, so when you really start looking around at different studies that are done or different rankings in terms of potential business development around the nation and states, what's always at the top of the list in terms of things that whether it be CEOs or just companies in general are looking at is not only your existing infrastructure, but your commitment to infrastructure going forward. And so I really think one of the reasons we lag behind in some of our economic development opportunities, even with the abundance of natural resources we have, is because we have failed to make that a priority. And so I think if we continue to try and make that a priority, use what was done this past session and kind of continue on from there, it'll provide a lot of opportunity.
Sure. Okay, good people watching ABL. Rick is an attorney as well, and with a law firm here in Port Allen, Clayton, Frugier and Ward. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah.
And but I know he does law work, but he really focuses his job as an elected state official as senator. And being a state senator, I know you look at all aspects of laws that come forth and all the spending that the state does. Talk to us about the environmental impact work in the state of Louisiana.
Yes.
How is that affecting us?
So the environmental impact study or the work that has to be done for the new bridge in particular.
Yes.
You know, a lot of that is required for us simply to meet the federal guidelines to cross a federally controlled body of water such as the Mississippi River.
Right.
And I know a lot of times that can be so frustrating for constituents to hear that we know we need a bridge. We don't need to study that anymore. Well, they're not looking at whether or not we need a bridge anymore. It's really the first step towards actually being capable of building the bridge. And the best example I use all the time is if Warren Buffett were to fly down here and gift us $1.5 billion tomorrow, we still would not be in a position to start unless the environmental work was done.
Oh,
so if we had money in hand, we still could not start the bridge unless this work is done. So that's how important it is.
Is it going to be done? Is the resources there for it to be done? I mean, what's our holdup then? I mean,
yeah, so we, another accomplishment of our delegation as a whole, the Capital Region delegation, was that we were able to secure $5 million that's necessary to finalize that environmental work.
Okay.
And of course, while that's going on, everything else will continue its work in order to try and put the pieces together to get the bridge actually built. But if we don't have the environmental work done, even when the money becomes available to actually start turning dirt, if that environmental work's not done, you can't move at all.
Wow, and is there a timetable for that, or I mean?
Yeah, I think it's probably just inside of 2 years.
Wow.
And that time frame has actually been shortened up with the current administration.
Yes.
They've cut some regulations on the federal side that actually allows them to move even faster than maybe in the past. Mm-hmm. So I know it sounds like a very long period of time, but we are doing everything possible to try and shorten that time frame up.
Okay. Good people watching A Better Life. I know Rick and his constituents and are concerned about needing a bridge, having a bridge, and I know he's out there doing his best to make that happen for us. Thank you for watching this segment of Better Life, and we will be right back with Senator Rick Ward.